On April 2nd, F-35s launched from the USS Abraham Lincoln in the Arabian Sea and flew over 1,000 miles into Iranian airspace undetected. 4 hours after takeoff, 2,000-pound bombs collapsed the B-1 bridge in Karaj, 35 kilometers from Tehran. An hour later, a second wave came back and hit it again. The pilots were back on the carrier before sunrise, and Iran never detected a single jet. For 5 weeks, the U.S. hit Iran with everything it had. F-22s, B-52s, B-1 Lancers, F-35s, all of them tearing through air defenses, missile sites, and IRGC command posts across the country. Today, 80% of Iran's air defense network is gone. And last night, the target list changed. The bridge in Karaj was a highway artery connecting Tehran to IRGC forces across Iran's western provinces, and it's the first piece of infrastructure the U.S. has struck since the operation began. Trump wants a deal and an exit from this war, and he's promised escalation until he gets one. The F-35 is the aircraft he just cut loose to deliver it, and the bridge was just the beginning. To understand how an F-35 drops bombs outside Tehran and lands back on a carrier deck the same night, you need to understand what's flying in between. The U.S. has built a fueling station in the sky. Over 100 KC-135 and KC-46 tanker aircraft fly pre-planned orbits around the clock from the Arabian Sea through northern Iraq. Without them, the F-35's combat radius tops out around 650 nautical miles, enough to reach southern Iran from the Lincoln, but nowhere near Tehran. With the tankers, the range is effectively unlimited. Israel alone logged over 2,000 aerial refuelings in the first month. That's how far from Iran these carriers actually sit, and how much infrastructure it takes to close the gap. Iran's radar operators can see the tankers. They fly in predictable orbits. They're not stealthy, and they light up on every screen in the country. What Iran can't see is what's refueling from them. The F-35s are invisible. Iran watches the tankers circling and knows the jets are out there somewhere, but it can't tell how many there are or where they're heading next. The squadron flying these missions is VMFA 314, the Black Knights, operating F-35CS from the Lincoln in the northern Arabian Sea. The F-35C is the carrier variant, bigger wings, more fuel, built for long-range strikes over open ocean. A sortie starts at dusk. The jet carries 4 2,000-pound JDAMs and a pair of AIM-120 missiles for self-defense, all hidden inside the airframe's internal weapons bays. Nothing visible on the outside. It refuels twice on the way in, crosses into Iranian airspace at 35,000 feet, and by the time its sensors pick up the target, Iran's remaining air defenses still have no idea it's there. Bombs drop. The jet's own systems assess the damage in real time. If a second pass is needed, the follow-on flight is already an hour behind. 6 to 9 hours after takeoff, the pilot's back on deck. The maintenance crew turns the jet around in under 2 hours.